The next 5 days will likely be pure insanity here for the Bitcoin price, and I need to show you why. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's not waste any time and get right down to it. So the Bitcoin price is up roughly 25% in a week, and the Moon Boys are going wild. Little Jimmy breaking out the little wooden pony, putting the cowboy hat on, and doing the skip to Maloo all around the living room because Bitcoin broke the resistance trend line and skyrocketed up towards 23,000. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are subscribed to this channel, then you would know, although I am looking at this as a skeptic, thinking that this could wind up being a bull trap before plunging further into the abyss, I am also open to this possibly being the beginning of a new bull run here. And you know I like to look at this as realistically as possible on this channel, taking into consideration things like the rate hiking cycle we're in right now, a possible recession looming, possibly to hit at some point in 2023 or 2024, and the fact that the U.S. equities market is still in a downturn. Let's go over to the S&P 500 right now. It makes it tough for me to believe that Bitcoin is just going to defy all of the odds and go to the moon. I mean, just take a look at the S&P 500 here, folks. Just last week, it tested up to this macro bearish resistance trend line and was rejected once more. Now, keep this in mind because what I'm about to show you here, this is the bulk of the stream where we're about to go into now, and you need to understand this is a huge week ahead for the S&P 500 here. And why does this matter for Bitcoin? Well, the S&P 500 is a risk-on play. Bitcoin is a risk-on play. And throughout the past several years, we have seen a correlation here between equities and Bitcoin. Okay, so if we're seeing the S&P 500 struggling here, in my opinion, that would not be good for the Bitcoin price moving forward. If we were to see the S&P 500 break out, that, in my opinion, would be good for Bitcoin. Now, here's why the next 5 days in particular may be crazy for the Bitcoin price. We're taking a look here at the U.S. economic calendar, all right? And this week, wow, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot coming up here, okay? So let's scroll down here into the week here of January 23rd. Real big week here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Monday, January 23rd, there's a leading economic indicators report. Tuesday, the 24th, manufacturing PMI and services PMI. Then Thursday, the 26th, here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, a ton of data. Initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, real gross domestic product estimate, real final sales to domestic purchasers, first estimate, trade and good advance, durable goods orders, core capital goods orders, Chicago Fed National Activity Index, new home sales. Then Friday, the 27th, real disposable incomes, real consumer spending, PCE price index, core PCE price index, PCE, we could keep going, you see, right? There's a ton this week. So you're probably wondering, well, what does this really matter? This market has been so dependent upon the news coming out from the Federal Reserve that, ladies and gentlemen, seeing this week stockpiled with all of this data right as the S&P 500 is pushing its head up against resistance, well, folks, this to me is an absolute warning shot fired. And if you're not understanding why, it's because I have a feeling here that if any of this information that comes out is bad and that the market takes this as a bad thing, a bearish thing, I mean, it could very well dump the market. And on top of that, there are a ton of earnings reports dropping this week, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, starting here on the 23rd, just take a look at all of these, right? Go to the 24th, big names in here like Logitech, Johnson & Johnson, Verizon, Lockheed Martin, right? Big names. If you go throughout the entire week here, I mean, I'm not going to list them all, but you could see there is a ton going on here, folks, this week. And if these earnings reports come out and they're less than stellar for some of these big name companies, I mean, in my opinion, it really wouldn't be crazy at all to see the S&P 500 pull back and Bitcoin to pull back alongside with it. Because what we do have to understand here, ladies and gentlemen, is that although this could be the beginning of a new bull market, this would not be uncharacteristic for Bitcoin to have a huge, huge pump within the middle of a very serious bearish downtrend, okay? Just take a look throughout Bitcoin's past, right? If we go back to this huge bubble back in 2013, okay? The top was already in. Bitcoin pumped 160% to the upside to then just continue the bear market. Then it happened again, pumped over 75% to the upside and continued the bear market. And then let's go here again from this one up, pumped over 100% to the upside to then only continue the bear market. Okay, so this is not uncharacteristic. And if you're a little moon boy Jimmy sitting there, well, Kirby, this isn't 2013. Well, let's go back to 2018 then, Stunad, okay? 2018, look, we pumped up almost 100% after our initial capitulation and then continued the bear market to drop an additional roughly 74% to the downside, okay? So this would be nothing new for Bitcoin to rocket up anywhere from 50, 60, 70, even up to 100% to the upside and then continue the bear market. So just thinking about this from a psychological standpoint, Bitcoin has never existed during a period of sustained rate hikes like we're going through right now in the present day. It's never existed in a serious bear market for equities, right? Bitcoin was created back in 08, 09, right when the Federal Reserve in the US started quantitative easing, which sent the stock market into a decade-long bull run, more than a decade-long bull run, and Bitcoin went right along with it. Bitcoin has been the recipient of an extremely easy and lax macroeconomic environment. Right now, it's the exact opposite. And you have many Moonboy pundits. Well, Curry, this is exactly what Bitcoin was created for. Bitcoin is an experiment, Stunad, okay? I've been in this market for a real long time, okay, little Jimmy? Way longer than many of you listening I've been in this space. And what I'll tell you right now is that many people are jaded by Bitcoin in general, okay? Let's get one thing straight. We are not early in Bitcoin. If you think we're early because some degenerate posting memes on Twitter told you that you're an early investor, you're flat out wrong. We are late into Bitcoin's life cycle. You understand? Back in the day, we used to get all excited because CNBC would have some hedge fund manager on that at some point in his career had tweeted something about Bitcoin, and we were just hoping and praying that maybe he would mention the word Bitcoin on TV for the world to hear the word Bitcoin and then Google it and see what it was all about. That was what we had back in the early days. Now, there are full segments dedicated to Bitcoin and crypto. Bitcoin and Ethereum have a permanent spot on the ticker that runs across the bottom of the screen to keep everybody updated on exactly what's going on in the crypto space. And you think we're early, Stunad? I'm just being real here, ladies and gentlemen. You can feel that it fires the dawn up. I get passionate about this subject because I think this space has a tendency to try and suck people in for reasons that aren't legitimate. And thinking that you're early in this market, to me, is unacceptable. Understand where we're at. Bitcoin has been around for over a decade. We're not early. We are now in a macroeconomic environment that is not favorable, to say the least. Is it possible that this could be the bottom and Bitcoin is front-running the Federal Reserve, calling a potential bluff, saying that they're going to have to lower rates in the next coming year because they're going to send us into recession and they're going to have to then lower the rates instead of hike them? That's possible. But with what I'm seeing right now, just purely speaking from a macroeconomic perspective, it's going to be very hard for Bitcoin to perform well here unless the Federal Reserve starts to lower their rates again. And ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even show it on that economic calendar because it's next week, okay? Between January 31st and February 1st of 2023, the U.S. Federal Reserve is going to have their next meeting and discuss what's happening with their next rate hike. Many people think they're going to pause. Many people think they're going to raise by 0.25 basis points. And many people also believe that they may raise by 0.5 basis points. Right now, the market is fragile, okay? Let me repeat that one more time for the moon boys in the back. Right now, the market is fragile. And if we get that 0.5 rate hike, it could send the market deeper down into the crypto abyss. And at this point, I've not seen anything to suggest to me that they're going to pause. I see it all over the interwebs. Oh, look, they're going to pause. We're going to the moon. Are we really going to the moon? Or are you just getting excited because you bought Bitcoin at the top, it's dropped 70%, and now you're finally excited that there's a green candle pumping to the upside? Let's get this crypto. The Don is out here savaging these degenerates today, ladies and gentlemen. I have no time for the degeneracy, you understand? And I only speak when I feel that there's a need to speak. I didn't make a video for 2 months because why? The Bitcoin price did nothing for 2 months. Then what do you know? The Don comes back and whoopsies, the Bitcoin price rockets over 30% to the upside. I come back and I speak when I feel like the world needs to be spoken to. Because when the Don speaks, the world listens. And when the world listens, the Don speaks. So listen to me now, ladies and gentlemen. If we are to continue to see this pump rise, just understand there's a ton of economic data coming out this week that could reverse the course of this trend here, in my opinion. And above all else, even if this week is insane, but we continue to rise, please understand that either on January 31st or February 1st, the Federal Reserve of the United States is having their next Fed meeting. And if that rate hike is not what the market wants to hear, well, you already know what could potentially happen. Let's get this crypto. If you are enjoying, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for the thumbs up. And if you're brand new, welcome to the most must-see and most realistic Bitcoin analysis show on YouTube, period. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these important Bitcoin updates. Now, let's just briefly discuss what's gone on here over the past week from a bullish perspective. I showed you guys this fractal, okay? This is the weekly line break 3 chart. No other YouTuber is going to show you this, okay? Throughout time, when this candle has closed green after a red candle, it has led to very favorable outcomes for the Bitcoin price, okay? And it did it again, ladies and gentlemen. Throughout Bitcoin's history, we have never seen it go to a green candle and then the next candle close in the red. We've never seen it. There's always been at least one more green candle, okay? This was the shortest one right here back in 2018, and it still did close a green candle. And we got it again this week, ladies and gentlemen. So the fractal lives on, okay? Now, whether this continues to build green candles here, that is to be determined. But one other thing I want to show you here on the monthly regular candlestick chart is the technical ratings indicator, okay? This combines several moving averages and oscillators together to give us an all-in-one type of reading. Take into consideration here that this is still in the red, right? The momentum is still in the red, and in fact, back in July, the reading was higher than it is now. So it's not like throughout this downtrend that this is the most bullish that it's looked from a technical perspective. In fact, it's still in the red. We were more bullish back in July per this indicator, right? So what we're looking for here, folks, is for this to flip blue, right? We'd like to see that this momentum continues to create higher lows, and then for it ultimately to flip blue like we've seen in the past, which has symbolized the end of the bear market. We had it back there in 2015, right? We had it here in 2019, and we had it right there in 2020 after the heinous health uncertainty debacle. It's not blue yet. Could it be blue soon? Absolutely. It looks like it's on the right path. I'm just pointing out that when you zoom out on the macro, this still is showing that nothing has really been accomplished yet, right? And taking into consideration the macroeconomic environment, to me, folks, this is a very, very risky territory. Could this be the disbelief rally? Yes. And the reason why it could be is because everybody with a brain like myself who understands the world of finance and crypto in particular is saying that this is crazy. The environment that we're in right now would make it so difficult for Bitcoin to perform well. And that's the exact type of sentiment that you would get in a disbelief rally. Because, I mean, essentially, I would be in disbelief. How would Bitcoin be rallying through and against all the odds here, going to the moon when the equities market is in peril, when the rate hikes are continuing? I get it, right? I'm trying to play the devil's advocate and look at this from both sides of both a bull and a bear. Very interesting time here, to say the least. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but, you know, I've had my finger on the pulse of this market right now, ladies and gentlemen. I showed you this on my last stream. I had called that next pump absolutely perfectly. You can see that that was my VIP trade setup idea right there. For a Bitcoin long at 21,075 before we ripped up to above 23,000. Unfortunately for me, I wound up closing out my trade there a little too early. I missed it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Right now, I am looking for my next trade setup idea here over this next week because I feel that the volatility is going to be insane, and many are going to get caught like a deer in the headlights and take that trip to Wrecked City. I'm hoping that that's not going to be me. I'm going to do my best to potentially capture the large majority of the next move, whether that's up or down. I think there is a high probability that many are going to get absolutely wrecked here. And you know how easy this market can take away what it giveth, right? What the market giveth, it can taketh away. Okay, so listen. Stay on your toes here. I'm going to be keeping you all updated in VIP with all of my trade setup ideas and strategy ideas for what I believe is going to potentially happen here over the next week. I'm going to be watching like a hawk with an eagle eye all of these updates, all of the reports, what's going on with the earnings. Is the S&P 500 still looking bullish, or is it getting rejected further from that trend line? Okay, if you're not watching all of these things, in my opinion, you're setting yourself up for failure in this market, okay? In VIP, I give you exactly what I'm looking at in real time, okay? All of my trade setup ideas, strategy ideas, I posted all there exclusively for you in real time. The way I run VIP, I try and give you exactly what I would want to get from the crypto analyst that I follow on YouTube, right? That's exactly what I try to post for you there in VIP. So listen, if you're not already in my VIP, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Do not go through this week alone, ladies and gentlemen, without being in my VIP. I expect that there could be absolute fireworks. Links are down below in the description and pinned comment to join. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. If you enjoyed here, leave a thumbs up for the algorithm, subscribe, tick the little bell, and select all so you don't miss any more of these important Bitcoin updates. Welcome to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get caught like a deer in the headlights here. You're better than that, and you deserve better than that. I will see you in VIP, and until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and before I forget, don't fall for any of the fake Kirby accounts posting down in the comment section. They create fake accounts with a nearly identical username and logo to mine, then they reply to your comments with phone numbers and email addresses trying to get you to contact them. You can see several examples on your screen right now. Do not contact these people. So here's how you can verify that it's my actual real account. It's very simple. When you're watching a video on my channel, my real account will always have a gray nameplate behind my name. I also have a verified checkmark from YouTube. And just to make it even more obvious that it's me, I always leave a creator heart on my comments. Only the channel owner can leave a creator heart. So if you see the heart plus the gray background and the verified checkmark, you know that it's me. If you don't see those things, then it's obviously a fake account. It's as simple as that. They're also creating fake accounts over on Telegram now. So if you are ready to become a VIP, do not go on Telegram and search Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP. You're going to find all fake results. My group is private. When you search that in the search bar, you're getting public results. They're all fake. They're all imposters. So if you're ready to join VIP, the only way to do so is to click the link either in the pinned comment or in the description of my video. If you search for Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP anywhere else, you're going to be getting in contact with a fake. Only use the links in either the pinned comment or the description of my official video. Stay safe and stay smart, my friends. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
Material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell / long or short any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments. Nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and/or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.